Hello everyone, my name is Leonardo Alvarez and this is the program for Programming Through Learning Activity 6. The topic is C++ operation. Part 1. For this activity, I created a simple calculator program with a swapping function using online GDB. This program allows the user to input two numbers and perform two addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And the swap of the two numbers, they will be the same operation again. In this explanation, I'll talk about variable operation swapping process. And now we include library. In this library, this library allows the input seen and the output to see out. The operation, the command using namespace std means I don't have to type std every before command. And this is the query variables. We have declared four variables: the name, the name is the string that stores the username, and num1 and num2 are the double data. The types user to store the two numbers included by the user. I use double so it can handle both whole numbers and decimal. Type is also double. It will be used later to swap two numbers. And now we are in the display program title. This part greets the user and asks for their name. See out, please enter your name. And see in is where you put the name, and see out where the program ends. Now the program asks you to put user to input two numbers. See out, please enter number 1, see out, please enter number 2. And then after pressing them, it will end. The first number, num1, will act as minuend, multiplied, and divided. The second number, num2, will be the subtracted, multiplier, and divisor. Using scene, store the value that the user types into this variable. For example, if the user entered the name Robert, num1, num1 10.5, and num2 is 5.5, this value will be stored. Performing the display the operation before swapping, see out the sum of two numbers is the difference, the product, and the quantity, and then end the program. In this section, the program performs the four arithmetic operations for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication, and for division. For example, if num1 is 10.5 and num2 is 5.5, the sum is 16, the difference is 5, the product is 57.75, and the quotient is 1.93, 909 to exact. These are the basic arithmetic operations in C++ that work directly between variables. And now, this is the swapping the value using a temporary variable. This is the swapping process, which means switching the values of num1 and num2. Step 1, num temporarily stores the value of num1. Step 2, num1 takes the value of num2. Step 3, num2 takes the value stored in them. After this, the two numbers have swapped places. For example, if num1 was 10.5 and num2 was 5.5, after swapping num1 before becomes 5.5 and num2 becomes 10.5. And it displays the after swapping the number and swap. Now that the number are swapped, the program repeats the same for operation. You see the order effects to the result. For example, before swapping 10.5 and 5.5 become 5. After swapping, and the same goes for the division. This shows the swapping changes, subtraction, and division result. And after you're done with that, it will give a farewell message. Finally, the program prints a thank you using the name entered earlier to give the predicate to the calculated program. And for summary, the program uses variables to trigger input and perform basic operations using arithmetic operator. It demonstrates the concept of swapping. Through this activity, I learned how variable and operators work together and how swapping helps us understand. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.